Hey, how are you there, man? Rastafari, greetings to all our Irish people and them out there. Yeah, man. Give thanks to the great spirits of our ancestors that I can gather myself together again undermining in our upward reasoning towards our own development. Oh, great children of our ancestors, as I move forward on the road of life, that I give thanks for being here in this time. That I give thanks for the great sacrifices of our ancestors that cause us to be here in this time, so that we can continue the work of our ancestors from where they left off towards our great liberation, towards our great self-confidence, to bring about our great liberation, upliftment, and development as a people, as a nation. Greetings to all the NI people and them. Big up yourself, Shabani. Big up yourself. Big lion, the lion, you know. Big up yourself. Yeah, man. Hot fire. Yes, me. Yeah. As I journey. Hey. You know that day, me gone down the road there, and me see a rider pass with about 4 or so big ULP flag a fly upon it. And I say, what, like his stop campaign staff? But when me hear somebody talk about it, ULP not no year celebration that year. And then me realize, what go on? Because you know, say, ULP always do make, hey, Ramaji, yes, me brethren. Yeah, man. You know them guys, they always make a big show. Every year then they come to in a parliament, they make a big show. About, oh yeah. But like then I have nothing to tell the people this year. Cause I showed that they pass so lucky, boy. Because they can't go tell the people about celebrate vaccine joke. Because since them we gain government up to now, the only industry they set up your vaccine. COVID vaccine, the only industry they set up. So maybe that's not nothing for them both span. Boy, I was some people, you know. How me I get that sort out? Every time I do this show, this thing just black out the screen and I tell me about. Anyway. So, maybe them not got nothing to tell Harry that year about them progress, or them regress, and them nogress. You know what I mean? So then keep them lucky. Can you imagine? The most powerful government in the world have a celebration and come like nobody know. Well, if I so. Cause they run out of They run out of lyrics now. So they're stranded. I don't tell the people and them. So them seem like them glad for that day they pass. But some people not yet. So them not the first this celebration and them are the last, and them turn us. But I come out the people on their face and go home. You help me, I come out the people on their face and go home. I no see how you know have nothing for offer. I no see how you dry up. Come out the people place and go home, no, man. The next thing now, until I am in I know, you know. And my people and them, it does depend on for reason. And me hear them say, when me hear the reason, me come like a echo chamber. Me I hear now, we know what we know the one name? Waiting name? Dengue. Dengue, a dengue. Boy, me no know, you know. Me no know. Yeah, no. Before COVID take over the narrative, me then see how dengue fever even kill youth in the island, you know. So they had a dengue epidemic, a dengue cuts, a dengue something they go on here. Dengue take the lives of people before the COVID narrative come in. Because to me, like, we always had that dengue problem, yeah. And then, like, that dengue problem they never solve. And maybe plenty of the things that were going out there, so them a call COVID could be dengue. Because now me I hear me people and them a say how government send pick me and them back at school in a time when there is an outbreak in dengue. That is true. I don't know, you know, Jed. Me no want to tell life about nobody, me don't know. Right? Because me want to know exactly where them depend. Because me hear people say so when them pick me take in with dengue, you know, then go come and shut down school and them again and tell you about COVID. Me no know what going on in the island here. This island don't seem to get no focus. It don't seem to get no leadership. Me not to show me know what's going on out there, so see? So now blame me if I stumble and attack with me, no. Because it seems like nobody in this island here know what's going on. Cocotte and bread. Boy, you watch a kind of time and a life we live. We live under one government we every time all them can do a boost in themselves. And if we notice them not boosting themselves for that one, you know, then you know things gone to death. Me no know. Me no listen them boy the out-dependent speech and them program and me don't listen them boy this, so me no know what happen. But when me know and me know, it is always noticeable that them does a celebration as to how long them they inside there. And me no remember, me not say they no got none, you know, but me no remember me hear about none. Me no remember me not hear about no announcement going away. Because right now the government reach up against the brick wall that they create and don't have no idea as to how to climb over it. Them create it and them don't know how to climb over it. This is the kind of situation that we are in this land here, you know. Where we put some people in them in place to govern us, and the people and them do have no ideas as to how to move us forward up to now. Because we've been sliding backwards for 20 years. So now they reach to a point where they're afraid to celebrate the backward slide of the island for 20 years. Me not hear about that. Me not see them having got none, you know. Me not hear about none. I'm going to have to know if them all them got to celebrate at the backward sliding at the island for 20 years so that they couldn't come up front. Me don't know, you know, me don't know. I do not know. Because they not tell me, so me can't say so. And then now, me want to know if we have a secret outbreak of dengue, so under the cloak of COVID. Because we not CUPID, you know, dengue and them are corona too. You don't think we CUPID? All of them are COVID. We want to know, this is what we want to know. Are we harboring an outbreak of dengue here under the disguise of COVID so that we could get to choke up the people and them? Is that it? I don't know. Why should we be having talk of COVID soon after we open school? Not COVID. Dengue. Soon after we open school. Is it that the government is putting our children at risk so that they could fulfill their obligations? I can't see that is it. I don't know. I don't even know if dengue there. I don't know. All me talk about when me hear me people and them attack. And me trust in me people and them. See? What is it that is really taking place to our people, among our people, with our people? What is happening? What is going on? You see, from the one me I tell always say, you know, we will never get answers to the questions that we want unless we demand them. You see, unless we put these bandits in their proper places, we will never be able to get answers for our question, and they will always be riding roughshod over us while we sit down and crumble. We can no longer live like this. We must ask questions and get answers to them. They work for us, we do work for them. Cocoa and bread. You see, hat up, lion. Yes, I. You see, these grabber men has become so comfortable that they have become complacent. They lost all form of respect for us, which they never had in the first place. Because they tell themselves that they are in total control of us. And they convince themselves that we have to move to suit when them talk. You see? And we have been showing them for 20 years that that is true. That they are in control of us and can do us anything they want. We've been showing them that for 20 years. You see what I say? But after 20 years now, we're going 21 years now, and we're noticing things continue to go from bad to worse. And maybe we are not thinking that we have to put a stop to the destruction of our home. Maybe we don't think it is important for us to put a stop to the destruction of our home. Maybe we must have another home out there, so somewhere in the sky, like I said, that you have a heaven. Maybe that is more important to us than our living home here. I don't know. I do not know. And I ain't making no statement. I just want to find out. Because we cannot convince anyone at all, no part on the planet, that we care about our homeland. We can't convince nobody that, because no one stand idly by and watch what they care for being destroyed by someone else. No one does that. So we cannot convince ourselves that we have love and care for our own selves as a nation. We can't convince no one that. You see, because people who have love and care for their nation and people don't sit down on their ass and take it like this. We have seen, as we speak here now, millions of people are out there protesting against the destruction of their nations. But we sit idle by, so it means that, as they say, silent means consent. That's why, yeah. Cocotian bread. You see? We, by our inaction, has contributed immensely to the destruction of ourselves that is taking place here. We harbored this destruction by harboring a destructive government, by harboring a government that already sent signs to us that they are not here for us, but yet still maybe we believe we are miracle workers. And here we are, and all we could do is take a bag of shit from incompetence. Trial and error people who do not know exactly what they are doing. And I say again, we hear rumors that we Prime Minister and opposition leader take money from Bill Gates, and none of them not tell how if it's true. But we still go and have foot behind them. And now make sure they answer the most vital questions of our existence, is whether or not they take money from Bill Gates. When I hear about that, when I make them answer it, and we still make them give the other. No school should have opened, no children should have been, no parents should have been sending the children to school unless the Prime Minister and the opposition leader tell us whether or not they sold us out to Bill Gates for guinea pig. You see, this is where we are, you know. We're not understanding exactly what it is, you know. And we only bow to their whims and fancy with all them dotishness. You know, you see part we there now. We are here talk about dengue flush the nation, and then that's when I pick me back at school for go shut down in a classroom to increase them chances of catching dengue, so then would probably tell how we are COVID. We don't know. We do not know, because we do not ask any question. It doesn't seem as though it is important to us. It is most important to us, even before we do anything at all, even before we go to work or do anything at all. It is most important to know, for us to know whether or not our government sold us out to Bill Gates, but we don't seem to be interested in that. So anything else does not make sense, can't we see that? We leave a free way for the government to do as they like, and we not putting no checks and balances in their place. All we do is cry. How could we be going about business as usual this Monday morning here, not knowing whether or not our government sold us out to Bill Gates? We don't know that, but we're going about business as usual. How could it be business as usual when you don't know if this day is the last day you have out in the sunshine? Man, fire. Cocoa and bread. We do have here. We are not paying attention to our lives and the threat that is upon our lives. All we concerned about is to jump up every morning and run down there go sit down under the government, say we have worked for them. We have worked for the people and them who have murdered us off. We have worked for the people and them who has put stumbling blocks in our way towards our progress and development. We have run, go down, they go work for the people and them who have put condition on our salary and whether or not we work. They have put condition to our lives and we have run, go down, they go work for them still. What do we expect to gain? When we do not stand up and defend our own lives, how do we expect our life to be defended? We have seen the government have no idea to go further on. We don't see that. We know that for a fact. And why aren't we not acting upon it? We know that the government has reached to the end of their road, and why are we not acting upon it? We know that the Prime Minister is tired and overworked, and why are we not sending him home? Hey, big up, big up, big up. You see? So I want to say so. The reason for all the problem is us. We are cause all the problem that we are suffer from, so we are cry for. We have a frustrated Prime Minister. We have a depressed Prime Minister. We have a Prime Minister that has no solution to the road out, to the way out. But we still continue to harbor such a situation in our island. So what do we expect to receive? What do we expect to get from it? We continue to harbor incompetence for leadership. Chop. Cocotte have bread. Oi, oi, oi. Have you tell us how are nice and sweet, eh? Boy, what you name? Hollywood could come in with Disney. With Disneyland and make a multi-billion-dollar seller movie, man. Record hit. Wait. Hollywood and Disney not know how there. Boy, them could make real money off of you. Watch out, people. Rastafari. Coming to you live from the studios of Kotapa in America, in Hope, America. To the compliments of Be Hill Radio. Best radio in the land, yes, sir. Yeah, man. So how you know how you supposed to attack how your own business towards development. But how you attack about how you do it, how long how we own how we there, how long how we own destruction. I should have been talking up that long. You see? Because it do seem that we are concerned whether or not our islands sink or float. We don't seem to concern that. It seemed to me probably that as long as we could wake up in the morning and get a belly full, that all we need and run down, they go take massa insult. Yeah? Have boy dictate to us whether or not we could eat, whether or not we could walk, under what condition. And we settle for that because we say we're helpless. Okay? You reach to the point of dying and you're still afraid to death. You reach to the point where you're done dead and you're still afraid to death. You see? Come tell me now, man. Come tell me, say, me why tell me, say, me not wake up yet and I dream, me still a dream. Me why tell me, say, me asleep, because me have to be asleep. Because all me attack here happen like other people can live so all me attack here, you mean, am I dream me attack? Because this can't be a reality. Our people can't be like this. And so me, there's something wrong with me and me a dream. How could our people be rising up every morning and telling ourselves that it is okay? And when we take a look, so our life is slipping away. That's a Buju Banton quote. So then tell me, how could you wake up every living day telling yourself everything is okay, and when you look at life, it is slipping away? You know see. Hey. Let's drink more coconut and bread, man. How could we lie to ourselves to say we are comfortable with what is taking place here? In reality, we know we are not. And why do we continue to lie to ourselves, even to our own destruction, that we are comfortable with what is happening here? We have the grabbermen for no reason at all. Have with little youth and them, strangle them in a mass, when all the research show you that the youth of them immune system strong enough to resist. But we have them without any evidence, forcing us to mass with little children and them. Watch a epidemic, a pandemic, a plandemic, whatever them call it. We agree to break out here in our island, you know. We are set it up. We are follow along with it. We are the architect and designers and contractors of our own destruction right now. Right now we are so. Because we don't seem to have a clue. We have a life and don't know how we want to live it. Coconut and bread. So we continue to make excuses for the incompetence of those who call themselves our leaders. Yes, we continue to make excuses to our own detriment to defend the incompetence of those who we call leaders. Dr. Prime is incompetent from day one. You see, I tell her again. That is why he called for a human shield. And he's still calling for human shield up to now. That is all he has done for 20 years, is call on us to be his human shield. While we continue to suffer and die. And we don't see nothing wrong with that. Because we continue to applaud it. And we continue to encourage it. Dr. Prime has gotten to the stage where he showed us by no uncertain terms that he is unable to lead. But still, we keep him there. We don't say we have to take what we get. We keep him there. Is it that we believe him when he says there is no other one in the island to lead but him? Is it that we believe that? It seems so to Ayman. So Ayman would go so far to say, yes, we believe that. Because you don't know me already, me X-rated, you know, okay. You see, we believe Dr. Force when he say there is no other one in the island to lead us. We believe that because we have proven it so. We have agreed with him that there is no other one in the island to lead us forward. We have agreed with him. That is why we sit down here and taking all them shit that he rubbing in our face and forcing down him out and stinking up we nose, because there is no other one but him to lead us. So much so. He couldn't even celebrate a victory. The last election victory, because you know, once he celebrated that, the whole island are going to everybody know. You see? Even he lost confidence in his own, in himself, in his own ability. Even he lose confidence in his own ability. But we still are prop up an illusion. Yeah? We still are prop up an illusion. And hoping that one day he will change. Nah. Imagination run wild, that can happen. Never day, never night. Dr. Prime cannot change because he's exactly what he is. He has already changed already. And he can't change no more. Gearbox run out of gears. This is truly what he is. And we are refusing to accept our truth that we have seen that this is what he is. And maybe we are thinking that it could be something different. Maybe we are, not maybe, in actuality we are doubting ourselves. We are doubting our own vision. You see? Because Dr. Prime has proven to us for 20 years that he's incompetent. But yet still, we keep on having him drilling us up and down this place as he wants. And we think that is all right for him to do that to us. We think it is all right for someone with no developmental ideas to sit in the seat of development. How could that be possible? How could that be possible? Because we refuse to take responsibilities for our own actions. That is what we are paying for. Isn't that so? But yeah. Cocotian bread, yes. Boy, watch one people. Watch one people out here. How them people be for them come from and where them going? Yeah? Who them be? Part them come from and where them going? Them people are so. All them are people are our accident. Why we be people? Or our accident? Or we have imagination? Why we be? Are we for real? Because I doubt that real people can respond to a crisis the way we do. Real people do not bow to a crisis. They rise up and conquer a crisis. You see? Real people do not surrender just to be the Christ in the crisis. Real people realize that real people must conquer any crisis. Anyone. Because real people know that real people have the power to conquer any crisis. Any crisis. It doesn't matter which one. And no crisis is too large for people who is confident in themselves to conquer. No crisis is too high to climb over. No crisis is too wide to cross. No crisis is too deep to swim. Because self-confidence within a people is everything. But when I look upon us, I am convinced that we have no self-confidence at all. And I don't know if it's because they name our island after a headless faggot, and all we call ourselves after that same headless faggot. We say we have Vincentians, and Vincent was a headless faggot. They chop off his head round a Spain. And so like, more we see ourselves as Vincentian and more we not got no head. Because the people with head will not sit and take this kind of thing here we are going here. A people with head will not see people try to kill them and run, go hug them up. You see? And that's why I always tell myself and tell me people, we have to take off this headless name off of us. We have to throw away St. Vincent. Because St. Vincent had turned with CUPID. St. Vincent have us can't think. Because St. Vincent don't have no head. You see? And Portugal, who sent St. Vincent here, come in now and try to be our head. And he the one they say not got no head. So a whole bag of headless people around here, so. Inside that big yard, all it fall and then get a head chop off and just a flap up and down in the big yard and nobody now go nowhere. And I go flap till the flappy last life out of them and they lay down the stiff dead. They come in and yam them. That's how our life day. Because I only flap up and down like headless fall in the yard over everything. And stand up and defend our life with our life against what? The murder that them are try to carry out against I and I. The genocide that them are try to wipe us out with. We now defend our lives against that. Because we have a whole bag of triviality that takes up our time. Things that are anti-development unto us. These are the things that we spend the most of our energies in. You see? Because we lack our own vision, so we do not know where we go. How can we expect to live this way? How can we expect to live without a direction? How can we expect to live without our own philosophy, without our own vision towards our own life, as to how we want our life to be? How can we leave that for someone else who is our enemy? We for serious? We for real? Are we for real? So here we are now. We don't know what's going on. Right? We are here about dengue and COVID. Which one of them are they one and the same? Which one of them? What is really happening here? Is it dengue or is it COVID? Which one of them going on? We don't know. And we don't seem to know. I mean, we don't seem to care to know. As long as we could ban down, we pick them their nose and send them down their school for get rid of them because plenty of your parents, you know. I just vex I like when school close up because I want to take our responsibility for I pick them, so I do anything, send them down to school. Glad school open, boy, send them down to school. You see? So you go send your pick me down to school under any condition. And when he's sick now, are your problem? Because you not put the life of your pick me first. The life of your pick me first come before Babylon education. Then training, where them are train you pick me to be a stooge. The life of your pick me come first before that. Because if you pick me not got no life, you can take in the education with them again. So, at up. The life of your pick me come first before everything. But you not care about the life of your pick me once you could get there before you are sending them down to school because they come like a bother to you. So you not care with condition you send them down there, you know. You see? You not care. They might have little internal problem, which even backs with mass coming and tell you that'll kill you once you not care about these. All you care about wrap a mask on your pick me face and send them down to school to get away from you. You see? You not pay no interest in your pick me welfare when you go out of school to see the condition where you did at school now. Because you ever go on. Something idiotic happen here. Because them a tell you say all teachers must be vaccinated for go bound together with unvaccinated children. Now they say unvaccinated people are spread vaccine, right? That we then tell her, you know. So you put vaccinated teacher now to teach unvaccinated children, right? We are here all kind of mix up confusion. We are here unvaccinated people are spread it. We are here vaccinated people are spread it. We not got no evidence and we not seek to find the truth. We not try to seek to find the truth. We just bow to the whims and fancy all them kind of bag of pirate and them thing with excuse with them make the government broke and run out of money. The government do have no money to pay salaries. A years now that happen. That probably more than 15 years now that happen. Plenty years now that happen, you know. Me don't know how many years, but plenty years it happen. It not just start to happen. But we happen now, we get more exposed in this time. And so the government has sell us up to get money to pay us. Remember, at them same boy we borrow NIS money and go borrow NIS money again to pay back the debt. We make them things happen in our face and we forget how we are ignore. I do these things have any meaning to us. You see? These are the same people who borrow our money, but spend it, couldn't pay it back, and then borrow our money again to pay back our money. What kind of thing, how, and up to now, we can't fold that, you know. But here we go along with it. Today, here they are again. Them don't have no money to pay us, so they will sell us to Bill Gates to pay our salaries. What kind of dotishness that? Are we for real? As a people, are we for real? Come on. Cocoa tea and bread. Hey, give thanks for the joys of life. Eh? And I never forget the joys of life. And I be happy. Are we for real? That all we concern about is that we go down the road and work and get a salary and we don't care where the money is coming from. Where is the money coming from to pay our salary? The government is broke. So where is the money coming from to pay our salaries? And all we care about is our salary, a salary that can take us home. A salary that stays right where we collect it. Because you have one boy who I get, the first boy I get paid out of our salary, I one boy called Bill. And when Bill get paid, don't get paid, nothing left. And that's why we have fight ourselves over for pay bill. And now come home broke, can't buy food. But that's the most important thing to us, to wake up in the morning and don't care whether we live or dead, just to pay bill. Bill. Yeah. That Portuguese boy, Bill. Yeah. That Portuguese boy, Bill. Prime Minister, Dr. Force. That's all we concerned about. All we concerned about is Dr. Force sitting in the driver's seat and echo trials and errors. And we happy for that. Watch our people. Watch our people. Watch our people. Boy, sometimes I don't know. I don't really know. Because all we supposed to know, so me one can't know. So me don't know. But it kind of puzzling to know that we could be part of our own destruction and such an active part. Not caring, not thinking. As long as we could wake up in the morning and run down there and make sure that Dr. Force is highway. Make sure that here's how much cars we got could step on the road. Make sure that his luxurious way of living could continue through one thing we call taxing us. We just make sure that them thing they concern and make sure that we don't care about ourselves and what happened to us. That is what we do. We always go to make sure that we don't care about ourselves. You see, look the man in here. Look so much how we wake up in our house the morning, busy. The only thing I could think about is reach to work on time. When we are at a place now where I man get to hear that banker refuse to pay people their money unless they get job. But are we busy, going down go work in our place now where you have to take job to get paid. Busy, because we don't care about that, you know. We don't care about that. We don't even care about the pay. What we care about is present, please, massa. We don't even care about the pay. Because if we didn't care about the pay, we would not take that they come back and spit them and put in our hand there. So we don't even care about the pay. The only thing we care about is present, please, massa, at your service. I am here. Watch out, people. We don't even care about the welfare of our children. All we care about, present please, massa. Yes, we are here. You see? That is how it is. And if it is not so, then please tell Black Lion so. That it is not so. Tell Black Lion say, all you have to sit down there and I shoot off your mouth over thing we don't know nothing about. Tell Black Lion that. I will glad to hear that. Because I will glad to know that all I talk about, none of them things gonna happen and that's just my imagination. I will glad to know that. But you see, until you show I that, I have to continue to talk the way I talk. You see. And if you not oppose me, silent mean consent mean you agree. So make you not do something towards it. Will make you not do something towards it. You not think that your life important enough for you to defend it with your life? Don't you think that if your life is worth living for, it is worth dying for? No. We don't want to do that. Anytime you say die, we run back in a little corner, not knowing that we are already dead, just waiting to be decayed. It is the life we live. We continue to live this lie and call it life. Because we don't care about life. People who care about life defend life with their life. But we don't. The only thing we care about is to run down a master office and take the insult. One thing called salary, is it slippery. Oh, they don't pay up our slip, a truth. They don't pay up our slip. So with them I call you salary, a slippery. Yeah, check it out. They don't do things by guess, you know. Everything they do is a program. So them pay you on a slip and cause your salary to be slippery. That make you can't get home none. And the only thing you care about is a salary where you can't get home none. It is more important to you than the health and welfare of you and your pick-me them. You see? You go down, you left your home, you go down in the office, lock up the whole day, and I breathe in false air. And then I know, say, that make you sick and have to run around with a doctor. Look at, you know, see, if you do, me don't know, me I guess. But if you do a survey, you might find, probably might find the most adults who sick are people who are working in air condition, because air condition and destroy your health. You see, because it is artificial, it is not natural. The only natural air that we mama make You see? And we fight ourselves to be in these places just to do massa work. And the only thing we care about is to do massa work. And massa work is not developing us as a people. It is destroying us. It is pitching us against one another. So that we could never come together. Because if we come together, massa know we wouldn't work for him. You see? Look what he do. Everyone has the same, has to face the same cost of living, regardless to what it is. Everyone has to face the same cost. Everyone of us goes to the same grocery, the same stores, everything. So how come you have such an indifference in the salary range? All of us go to the same supermarket, but how some people's salary bigger than some? You see, at the game we are playing. Because we are doing it now. I take the most intelligent one and bribe them. Bribe them. So they go believe that because them I get a higher salary than the ghetto man, they higher. And then look down upon the ghetto man and scan that, so then I want to go back down there, they get trapped. Up in the office there, we people get trapped. With a bribery called slippery. We get trapped. And we believe we can live without it. You see, so we go inside that and take all the dotishness so them put by us. We go inside there and walk while them tell we, if we not take no job, we can't get paid, but we still are going there and walk. And then now, because we so believe we have to work, we even go against our own mind and take the job, because we so believe we have to day in there. When in their killer we have. It's in big office we have work a kill you. You have it a kill you. Because your surrounding is alien. So it a kill you, and you will never be able to adjust to it. Because it is alien. The air condition where you're doing every day is alien. And your body will never be able to adjust to it. And you might get to a point when you're not dead anymore, you're just dead off. You see, because we are so quick. We are so quick to me, I don't know. Maybe to say we come, maybe to say we arrive. So we have to put ourselves in a certain things. We lock ourselves totally away from nature. And we don't care about that anymore. You see. As long as we could get ourselves in place to fulfill massa work. That is not what the most important thing to us. See. So here we are. We don't know for a fact whether or not our children are attending a dengue-infested school. We don't know. I just attack this one, attack this one. And we do not insist to know. Look what goes on in America. Right? In Virginia, people say that they want to have more say in what happened to them. Pick me around a school this up. Then don't want them pick me wearing no mask. Then don't want them pick me certain teaching. Go to them pick me. The governor said the people and them they don't have no right to have no say in their children's education. The people of Virginia should have boiled it out. From time he said that the parents and them nah no say. Them up in arms. They up in arms so much that President Biden sent FBI to investigate them and call them terrorists. You know what they do? They get rid of the governor. Them are people who think Then get rid of the governor in Virginia. You see? And then put in who they want. Then get rid of him, but we stuck. We got who we now want and can't get rid of them. We stuck. Round a Long Island, they say defund the police, the people and them up in arms and get rid of them. You see me I say, in areas where Biden win by double-digit percentage, people are out for Democrat right now because they say them against the people. Them are say things like defund police. People are claim violence has skyrocketed. Them are say things like teachers, parents not got no say in a school board meeting. They call the parents and them terrorists. The people and them get rid of them. But are we are there? And our people are terrorize us and we not get rid of them. You know, see something wrong with our something wrong with our all over the world. People are get rid of this terrorist government, this mob government. People are get rid of them all over the world. But we are harbor them. You see? All of them in trouble. Makoya we name around France. They must be not too sure they must done move out Angela Merkel. You know? Run Germany. People are get rid of the terrorists and them who set up themselves as government. But in this land here we are harbor them. Hat up. But in this land here, we are harbor them. We are harbor terrorists as government in this land here, while worldwide people are get rid of them. You see me I say? You know, see something wrong with our way? Something have wrong with our way. We could never be for real. How come we always on the opposite side of the positiveness? How could talk about, look how I just talk about, oh, America this, America 7, America this, and all we could copy from America is the negative that come out from America. How we can copy the positive in a Virginia, then show away the government there, and put in their own government. That are one positive, but we not copy that. We only could copy the negative. We see, coming out America, we see them a smoke crack, we can't find that. Coming out America, we see them a drop. Them a drop them pants below their ass. Boys and girls can't find that. Coming out of America, we see them a bleach, we can't find that. Coming out of America, we see them live. Everything negative, we can't find that. But the positive thing with them a do, we are ignore that. You see me I tell you? The positive thing that the American people are do, we are ignore that. And all we can do is copy the negatives. So how do we expect to develop? You see? All we talk about, oh, if around America you got more freedom. Around America then can't do you this. Around America then, and the American people are show you how them get and maintain their freedom. But you not do that. The American people are show you. Them are maintain their freedom because politics can rule them. Them are make their own decision. But we not look on that part there. You see, we now look on the positives of the white world. We only good on copying the negatives and expect that we will progress. Expect that we will develop in that way. Yeah? How do we think that? We special? Magicians? Who are we? That we could go negative and get positive results. Oh, tell me so, we make we think so. How we are going to do that? Eh? How we are going to do that? How we are going to remain negative and get positive results? How we could plant negative and be positive? How we are going to do that? I don't think they just have to know because I don't know. We don't know, so we just go ask, you know. And that's why we can do ask questions. You see? Because how could we be sitting here and telling ourselves that we care? When we look around, all of us suffering. All of us. None of us escaping this. All of us in it. And the stench is up to all of our nose. But we still continue to lie to ourselves. How long will we continue to lie to ourselves as a nation, as a people? How long? Are we going to wait, like they just say in the ghetto, until your calf and bone knock? That is the time when we are going to become positive and think about the development and the progress of us as a people. When are we calf and bone knock? Rastafari. Give thanks, eh? Give thanks. But I still give thanks for life, even when there seems to be no change in sight. I still give thanks for life. Walking and walking that one day the table will turn, 'cause I know that once we have life, there is a chance that we will be able to overcome. If we believe, we will achieve. Nothing can, it's never over until it's done. Where there's a will, there's a way. Everything can just turn around. Yeah. You see, it's only with self-confidence that everything can just turn around. You see? But things will continue to remain the same as long as we continue to lack self-confidence, because it is our only way out. There is no other way. What we refuse to do for ourselves will never be done for us, because there isn't anyone else to do it for us. Hot coals, man. No one else. You see, we will reap the seed that we sow, and we will eat the bread that we need. It is all up to us and what we do. It is not up to Gonzales. It is up to us. 100 and how much thousand of us. It is up to us. It is not up to Friday nor James Mitchell. It is up to us. In no matter, it is not, let me not say that. Let me not say that. Because you see, we don't have no respect for certain people, so we don't want to offend the nation at whole. So let me not say certain things. But when I say, it is left to us to get us where we want to go. No one else will ever take us there. We have to take ourselves there. It is left to us. The government cannot do us anything that we do not allow them to do to us, because we have the power. And once we fail to use it, it means we pass it to them. So I'll not say, let us in this time, we gain and we take what is rightfully ours. And that is us. Us is ours. Us does not belong to Gonzales. Us belong to ours. We belong to us. And us belong to we. Not Gonzales. Not the ULP. Not Friday. Not the NDP. Not non-church council. Not non-Christian council. Us. We. Our decision is final. Is what we do will be done to us. And what we don't do will not be done for us. This is our own mission. It is our only mission. We do not have another mission. Until we stand up and push back, we'll always be pushed over. And as long as they continue to have us as the rope in the tug-of-war game, and we don't bust in the middle, then the two sides will not tumble down. You see? And not how we put it, you know. Not how we put it, we are the king of the whole thing, you know. Without us, nothing can happen. That's why we now recognize, and that's why they blind us to this reality, to make us believe it happened with them. No, without us, nothing can happen. Because they are using us to destroy us. And we're closing our eyes against that. They are using us to destroy us. Because they have cultivated this fear into us. That has become our illusion. That we figure we can't live without, we become afraid of them. Why should we be afraid of them? What is our reason for being afraid of them? Who are they? Where did they come from? Why is it important to them to have us being afraid of them? We must ask ourselves questions. That's the only way we could get answers. Because we have all the answers to the questions that we ask. We don't really need no answers from them in reality, you know. All we need is to act upon the answers that we have given to ourselves. Materialize them, and we will recognize that we are in control of us. And the only way we could develop us is when we be in control of us. Not what they tell us that we are, is what we know we are. We burn them. You see that, people? It's simple, you know. It's simple. Just confident yourself. Nah, it's simple. And now start to move. You see? Now we can. Our people, let us rise up within our own self-confidence and stop this government. Maybe another deadline will come up. Another deadline will come up again. Well, me can't tell me people them if we do, and me can see me watch and see what the people and them going to do. You see? Now watch and see. Because them can't get to me, you know, because we don't get past them. But it's left to us as collectively as a people to determine where we go, right? And how we get there. Oh, November 19th, I next cut a bid. November 19th. Well, here now, if you check that, it's the beginning, you know. It's the beginning. It's one. It is one move, one decision, one effort. Let me show you how. 1 and 9 is 10. 1 and 0 is 1. So that 19 is 1. It's the first. It's the beginning of the rest of our life. And whatever decision we do on that one will determine where we go. Simple as that. The decision we make upon that one will determine the rest of our lives. We better understand that that is not simple as it is. You see the date? November 19th. The 19th. And you notice, when you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you go forward a 1 again. That's how that is. When you reach 9, you go forward to 1 again. And you see 10. That is 1 and a half. Look at it there. 9 and 1 and 10. 1 and a half a 1. Look it right there. You see? So now, it left to us what we do. Because what we do on that one will determine the rest of our lives. It is the beginning of the rest of our lives. You see? 1. Let me say so again. 1. 1 and 9 are 10. 1 and not a 1. You see? 9 are the highest number, and then you return to 1. So we have, you see what we are now? We'll start over again. The spirits of our ancestors have given us another chance to stop it and to recover our power. You know, but the mind is the most deadliest weapon, more powerful than an atomic bomb. Well, it's the mind that created the atomic bomb. So there's nothing that can be as powerful as the mind. But the mind is the most dangerous weapon when it is being misled. Because a misled mind could destroy the same person who produced the mind. A mind is the most dangerous weapon when it is being misled. When it is being led in the proper way, it is the only developmental weapon that we have. Because our mind is the greatest part of us. But when we give it to somebody else to take control of it, this is what it becomes. It becomes our own destruction. You see? Because anything you left out of control will run wild. So when we leave our mind out of control, they take it over and use it against us. Because we lack our own self-confidence. We lack the truth about our own self, about who we are. And so, our mind has become a weapon against us, when it should have been the weapon to protect us. I see, because we never train our minds to be confident. Remember, your mind is wild. It is as wild as the entire universe. So, everything has to be trained in order to become effective. And an untrained mind is not effective. It is a weapon out of control. See? As we journey our life, live or dead, is depends on the choices that we make. Not the chances we take, the choices that we make. Because life and death are two different roads, and we cannot walk on the both of them at the same time. We must choose one. So then, choice. Inside of it, the first and most important thing in choices is that everything we see is first invisible before it becomes visible. It is a manifestation from invisibility to visibility. So we are our thoughts. So he think, so he live. So he may tell you now, say. Like the great warrior Caspar Marshall, procrastination is the thief of time. Our people think on these things. Men and people of desperate origin come together for a common cause. Let us seize upon areas of agreement and act now. Emperor Haile Selassie. Our people, we are our solution and we are our pollution. Let us decide which side we are on. See? It is all about us and what we do. This Iowa, where we are here now, is the beginning of the rest of all our lives. Let us make it count towards our positive and progressive development as a people. And while we are do that, let us always keep in our minds to support Bill to continue this development and the way forward. Support Bill so Monty could explore all of the areas of development that he can bring to us through technology and radio. See, we have to spread our wings in the African skies and fly like the African eagle, knowing that we are free. Let us walk together with one another and exercise this freedom that is ours. Know, recognize the importance of the work that Bill is trying to do towards the liberation and development of us as a people. You now go find no other radio station and news network I have a ghetto people like me. Because I tell you, say, some of them try call me on their radio station already, you know, but yeah, you help me to talk. And when I talk, so they can't stand that. See? So me see them start to set up some kind of little stumbling blight like, and me wise right time me see first when me move out. Me not wait for them run me. Because nobody can run me. Because me confident in myself about my ability. You see? And I say all them things they could say. Monty, see, and Monty give me a space for the area so we can talk to the people and them. And that a living proof, me a living proof that Monty a reach out to every area of the people and them no matter where you come from. Once you have something to say, Monty give you a chance to say. So we have to develop that kind of way there, you know what I mean? We have to develop that kind of thinking among the people to develop what we have as we journey. See? Support the hill. Whether you want to make one little contribution monetarily or even some kind of equipment or something you might have to publish, you know what I mean? Even if you skillful enough to make a short movie or to make a play, you know what I mean? Just call Monty. Him go find a space on the radio for you. On the TV. Him go find a space for you. Because Monty all about developing the little people and them who nobody not been hear about all the time. Monty be all about exposing the little people and them who get locked up down in the background so who nobody not hear about. That's how we behave about, so support behave. You have a little funeral, you have a little wedding, you have a little announcement, you have a little any kind of thing, support behave. Because when behave grow, it means all our we are grow. This behave are we have voice to express ourselves. A Monty not partial. You give anyone a talk once you say something towards nation building, check Monty find a space for you give you a talk. You see? Check out Bell the Nation. With that this evening, yes. 3:30, yes. And Friday again. Check out Darius. See? and see say with Darissa say if you make sense. And not just whether or not Darissa makes sense. Join in. You see? And make sense. If you feel Darissa makes sense, join in with Darissa and add to the sense. Because Moigui come larger. Now come together and talk our own talk and talk our own conversation, because that's our own business. Our own business people and with them they are going with. Support Bihill to the max. Come up with ideas to develop Bihill. Give money them. Money not partial. You know what I mean? And make Bihill soon become the #1 voice in other land, and I make nobody fool you. Watch and see and you go see. Yeah, man. So I give thanks to all the people and them who take time out of them busy time to listen to I. To all the people and them who think they can make a contribution, and to all who think they can't. To all the people who think it worthwhile, and to all the people who think it not worthwhile. Still there's a room for everyone. See? Because I are about development. Because if you think it not worthwhile, there has to be a reason why you think it not worthwhile, and because you think it not worthwhile, there has to be something you could say to bring about towards development to make it worthwhile. So Allah we contribute. You see? Allah we spread it. If everything say the conversation what talking, spread it. If everything say conversation what sharing, spread it. Lord we reach across to Allah and get everything right. See? Give thanks, man. As a Navi journey, just try help out the little one. The little helpless one down the road, eh? Give him a little help. Might be just a little advice. See? Give him a little help. You got your mouth full, and you see a little youth there, or a little piece, give me next piece left in your hand. Nothing, nothing. You can multiply that by 10 when you go on the road. Because from your give them little youth here. When I say little youth, I mean I'll get to people. We have straight from your consciousness, the ancestor multiply that by 10 when they go on the next corner. So I'm not afraid to reach out to love, because I've only say love and multiply. When I reach it out, the ancestors multiply it. And make nothing say you are go down the road so and you have a little problem and bam out of the blue somebody say something that put it right in your head. They might not even talk to you now, but they just say something that put it right in your head. Well, that are payments for the good works you do. So keep on doing good works and your payments, good payments will come in. Sometimes you don't even recognize that, but that's truth. Because good follow good. Yeah, messy? Yeah. So give thanks. And then I live with this love and try to develop one another. Then I come together and stop the government, send them home.